Good afternoon, children.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Okay. Shubham, ready for the seminar, Shubham?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so by 4:30, okay, get ready. Okay, children. So now we are going to revise limits and derivatives. Okay, we are going to revise limits and derivatives. Okay, write the place limits. So before doing this, let's find. Okay, when will you say limit of a function exists? When will you say limit of a function exists? If the left hand limit is equal to right hand limit, isn't it? If the left hand limit is equal to right hand limit, then we say limit of the function exists. Is that no? If left hand limit is equal to right hand limit, then we say limit of the function exists. And we learned some formulas, we learned some theorems without proof. Okay, what are the formula we have learned in limits? Just recall it. What are the formulas we have learned? The first one is limit x tending to a, x raised to n minus a raised to n by x minus a is n into a raised to n minus 1. Limit x tending to a, x raised to n minus a raised to n by x minus a is n into a raised to n minus 1. Okay. Then what is the next one we have learned? In terms of log, we learned one formula. In terms of e raised to x, we learned one formula. Limit x tending to 0, a raised to x is 1. When you put x is 0, what is meant by limit? In the place of x, you will put 0. Anything raised to 0 is 1, isn't it? Then limit x tending to 0, log of 1 plus x by x is 1. Log of 1 plus x by x is 1. Next one, limit x tending to 0, a raised to x minus 1 by x is log a. A raised to x minus 1 by x is log a. Then limit x tending to 0, e raised to x minus 1 by x is equal to 1. Is equal to 1. Okay, these are the formulas we learned in limits. And in derivatives, we have learned the next set. So in the next class, learn the formula in derivatives and okay. Today we'll be getting in time for just revising limits. So in the next class, next revision class, recall all the formulas in derivatives. Shall we start doing problems, revise problems based on limits? Aditya?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Write the question, children. Evaluate the following. Evaluate the following. First one, limit x tending to 4, 4x plus 3 by x minus 2. What is the answer? Whenever we are asked to find the limit, what we will do? We'll be substituting the value of x there, isn't it? We should not, okay, we should not get this indeterminate form, 0 by 0, or in the denominator, if you are getting 0, we should avoid it. Somehow we have to factorize or substitute something, or by rationalization, we should remove this indeterminate form. So look at here, when you put x is 4, whether it will become indeterminate form here? No, isn't it? When you put x is 4, what you will get? 4 into 4 plus 3 by 4 minus 2. So it is 16 plus 3 by 2, which is 19 by 2. Which is 19 by 2. Is it correct, Aditya? Are you able to recall this one,
Yes,
children?
ma'am.
Aishwarya? Next question and whether you'll be able to do, Aparna?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now I'll be giving some questions. Do it. Second one, limit x tending to 1, x square plus 1 by x plus 100. The second one. Third one, limit x tending to minus 1, x raised to 10 plus x raised to 5 plus 1 by x minus 1. This is the third one. And for the fourth one, limit x tending to 1, ax square plus bx plus c by cx square plus bx plus a. Limit extending to 1, ax square plus bx plus c by cx square plus bx plus a. Do these three questions.
Ma'am, we can stop with just with the fractions, right?
Yes, no need to convert in decimals. You can stop with fractions. Okay, simplest form. If possible, convert it into simplest form. But you can stop with fractions. Second one, 2 by, okay, let's check. Okay, let's check this answer. Okay, 1 second, wait. What about Aditya, Satyan, Aparna? Is it over? Completed? We all solved this one?
No, ma'am.
No.
I'm
Okay.
doing second one.
Doing second one. Okay, I'll wait. Okay, Aishwarya, 1 second, you wait. Okay. So if you have completed, you check your answers. Once again, recheck it. Is it correct? For the exam also, you should develop that. Okay. After completing, you check it from the beginning. Is it correct? Is it over now, Annette? Annette?
Two by 101.
Very good, Shubham. The first one answer is 2 by 101. Okay. Next one. Aparna, what is the answer?
Ma'am, I did the third one and then I'm doing the second one now.
Okay. What about, sorry, third one. Can you give the answer for the third one?
Yes, ma'am, I got 1.
This is 1. Fourth one. I think your number.
Yeah, yes, ma'am. Ax square plus bx plus c, that one I got
That
1.
one answer is 1. Is it correct? Shubham, are you getting this as 1? When you put x is 1, what you will get? The place of x
One.
you have 1, isn't it? Numerator you will get a plus b plus c, and the denominator it is c plus b plus a. Just terms are rearranged. So if you cancel it, the answer is 1. What about the answer for the third one, Shubham? What is the answer for the third one? Nila Mohanan is not there. Okay. Aishwarya, give the answer for the third one. Aishwarya.
Minus 1 by 2.
Minus 1 by 2. Is it correct? Others check it. Is it correct? Shubham? When you put negative 1 raised to even power. Even power means it will become positive 1, isn't it? So 1 minus 1 plus 1 by minus 1, so we'll get minus 2. So answer is 1 by minus 2. That is same as negative 1 by 2. Okay? Is it okay, children? Now write the next one. Next one. Limit extending to 2. Limit extending to 2. X cube minus 2x square by x square minus 5x plus 6. X cube minus 2x square by x square minus 5x plus 6. How to do this? When you put x is 2, what happens? Usually find the limit means you will be substituting the value for x. So when you put x is 2, look at here. Numerator will become 8 minus 8 by denominator 4 minus 10 plus 6. So it takes the form 0 by 0, isn't it? It takes the form 0 by 0. So we can write like this. Limit extending to 2. We can take one x square outside. So it is x minus 2, isn't it? Denominator we have to factorize. Product is 6, sum is 5. Quadratic polynomial, factorization of quadratic polynomial. Product is 6. And sum is negative 5. Denominator when you factorize, what you will get, children?
x minus 2 into x minus 3.
Yes, x minus 2 into x minus 3. So here x minus 2 will get cancelled. Substitute the value of x is 2. So you'll get 2 square by 2 minus 3, isn't it? So it is 4 by minus 1, which is negative 4. Is it okay? Okay. Write the next one. Write the next one. Limit extending to 2. Limit extending to 2. 3x square minus x minus 10 by x square minus 4. Do this one. Solve this and give the answer. If it becomes indeterminate form, we should factorize. Okay, keep it in mind. When it becomes indeterminate form, we have to factorize.
Eleven by 4.
11 by 4. Are you getting this answer, Aparna? Aditya, Satyan?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So on factorizing, can you give the factors? Numerator, what are the factors you are getting here? Which are the factors, Aishwarya?
X minus 2 and 3x plus 5.
And 3x plus 5. By denominator, we can write this as a square, okay, x plus 2 into x minus 2, a square minus b square. So on cancelling, you'll get the answer, isn't it? Now write the next one. Next one, evaluate limit extending to 1, 2x minus 3 into 2x minus 3 into Annette?
Yes, ma'am.
What is the answer?
Question.
A previous one and already able to solve?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do this one, children. 2x minus 3 by root x minus 1 by 2x square plus x minus 3. How to do this? Look at the denominator. When you put x is 1, what happens? Numerator becomes 0, denominator 0. So it becomes indeterminate form, isn't it? 0 by 0 form. So you can we can factorize the denominator. Product is 6, sum is 1. Factorize it. Factorize the denominator. So you can write this as limit extending to 1, 2x minus 3 into root x minus 1 by product is minus 6. Product is minus 6 and sum is 1. Product is minus 6 and sum is 1. So what will be your answer? When you factorize it, what is the denominator? So product is minus 6 and sum is 1. So denominator, how will you factorize this, children? Plus 3x, isn't it? 3 2s are 6. Minus 2x minus 3. So which will be same as limit extending to 1. 2x minus 3 into root x minus 1 by, from here if you take x as common, this 2x plus 3. Again if you take x minus 1 as common, this 2x plus 3. Again. So 2x. So now which is same as limit extending to 1, 2x minus 3 into root x plus 1 by, look at here, it is 2x plus 3 we are getting, isn't it? We can't cancel these two terms because in the numerator we have 2x minus 3, in the denominator we have 2x plus 3. Is it possible to cancel? No. Then what is the other way? Yes. Yes, children, how will you solve this? We want to find the limits. Yes? Look at the numerator, we have root x, isn't it? So, what about the denominator? We can write this as x minus 1 means, is it same as root x the whole square minus 1 square? Is it like this? Root x the whole square minus 1 square? Is it in the form a square minus b square?
Yes, ma'am.
So again, okay. So next step you simplify that. So it is limit extending to 1, 2x minus 3 into root x plus 1 by, it is 2x plus 3 into a plus b into a minus b. So it is root x plus 1 into root x minus 1. So root x plus 1 will get cancelled. Now put x is 1. So now when you substitute x is 1, you'll get 2 minus 3 by 2 plus 3 into. Sorry children, look at here numerator it is minus 1. Okay, not plus. That's what I'm wondering which way it is not possible. It is, so you'll get x plus 1. So 1 plus 1 which is 2. So you'll get minus 1 by 6. See children, did you get this? Huh? Here it is minus. By mistake I wrote here plus. So I'm changing it here. This is minus. Here this is minus. So root x minus 1 and root x, this one will get cancelled. So root x plus 1 is not, it is not getting cancelled here. Okay, these two terms only will get cancelled. Now put x is 1, you'll get the answer. So what is your answer? 2 into 2 plus 1. So it is minus 1 by 10. It is minus 1 by 10. Okay. Okay, children. So in the next class also we'll be doing problems from limits and derivatives. Learn the formula and come limits, derivatives, continuity. This section only we'll be revising in the next class also. Now, Shubham, are you ready? Shubham, are you ready for present? Okay, for the seminar, can you present it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, start. How much time it will take? Is it 5 minutes or
5
10 minutes?
minutes.
Huh? 10 minutes. Okay.
5 minutes.
5 minutes. Start.
Good afternoon to everyone. Today I'm here to present to create a pie chart in Excel. To create a pie chart, first we have to type some data and we have to select it. After selecting data, you can press insert. Over there you can see many chart system over here. Insert chart, you can insert any chart, pie chart or bar graph, any histogram like that. Just press, so it will available on the screen, and you can change it to any like color from here to different statistics. You can create pie chart, histogram, and every type of charts. To do total, you have to select all this part, or else you can click over here. On the right side, you can see auto sum. Just press on, so you can enter it. So total will be available over here.
That's all, Shubham.
Yes, ma'am.
Children, did you understand? Can you try this one? Can you try this one, Aditya? So can you tell from where, which one and all you have selected this one in Excel? If, once again, one more time you explain it, Shubham. Any doubts are there means, Anet, listen, okay, next class I'll be asking each one of you to, I'll be giving some data and you have to draw the pictograph, bar chart, okay, pie graph and all. So be ready. So, one more time you explain it, Shubham. Can you type one new data and explain it? Can you hear me, Shubham? Okay, Aishwarya, did you get some idea how to do it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay, Shubham. Okay, thank you. Good. Anyhow, did well. Good. Others, Aparna, did you get some idea? Okay, what he
Yes,
said?
ma'am.
What he said? We have to type the data. Okay, we have to type the data, select it and insert. From insert, you have to select that different types of charts are available. You can select the data. And there are some options are available. You can give the heading, you can change the color, everything you can. Okay, so that one, each one of you should practice it. I think in the next class, I'll be assigning each one of you to explain. Okay, you can type the data, select it, and that full thing you have to show it here. Is it okay? So 2 or 3 days you take your time to learn it. If you have any doubt, you can call me or you can call Shubham. He will explain how to do that. Okay? Aditya, Satyan? Now, let us continue with, or let's do 2 or 3 more problems in limits. Okay, write this question. Evaluate limit extending to 2. Limit extending to 2, x raised to 4 minus 16 by x minus 2. X raised to 4 minus 16 by x minus 2. How to do this? Limit extending to 2, x raised to 4 minus 16 by x minus 2. Yes? Limit extending to 2, x raised to 4 minus 16 by x minus 2. When we put x is 2, what you will get? 16 minus 16 by 2 minus 2, it takes the form 0 by 0 form. So it is not allowed. So which form we have to use? Limit. Aparna, can you give the formula? Which formula will be using here? What is the formula we have learned?
X raised to 4 minus 2 raised to 4.
Okay, very good. So we can write this as limit extending to 2, x raised to 4 minus 2 raised to 4 by x minus 2. So it takes the form x raised to n minus a raised to n by x minus a, isn't it? If it takes the form, that is n into a raised to n minus 1, isn't it? N into a raised to n minus 1. So when you put n as a and n, what you will get? In the place of n, you have to put
4.
yes, 4. 4 into 2 raised to 4 minus 1. So it is 4 into 2 cube, isn't it? Which is 32. Which is same as 32. Okay, now I'll give another question. Write this one. Evaluate limit extending to limit extending to 4, x raised to 3 by 2 minus 8 by x minus 4. Limit extending to 4, x raised to 3 by 2 minus 4 by x minus 4. So this is x, children. This is x.
Answer is 3.
Answer is 3. How we are getting this answer? Can you explain this?
X raised to 3 by 2
Hmm.
minus, we'll change 8 into
Hmm.
4 raised to 3 by 2.
X raised to 4, x raised to 3 by 2, 8 raised to 3 by 2.
4 raised to 3 by 2.
4 raised to 3 by 2.
That is equal to 8. So
8.
by
Is it
x
correct?
minus 4.
Is it correct, children? 4 raised to 3 by 2. What is meant by 4 raised to 3 by 2? Okay, 4 raised to 3 by 2 means 4. Okay, you have to take root 4, then cube it. What is square root of 4?
2.
2. 2 cube, which is 8. 2 cube, isn't it? Which is 8. So 8, we can write this as 4 raised to 3 by 2. So tell me, Aishwarya, what's the next step?
Then 3 by, then the previous formula we take, so 3 by 2 into 4 raised to 3 by 2 minus 1.
Very good.
So that is 3 by 2 into 4 raised to 1 by 2 is
2. So you'll get the answer as 3. Is it clear, Aditya? Aditya Satyan?
Yes, ma'am.
So next one. Evaluate limit extending to 0 x by root of 1 plus x minus 1. Evaluate limit extending to 0 x by root of 1 plus x minus 1. How to do this? X by root of 1 plus x minus 1.
will we rationalize it?
Yes, we'll be rationalizing it. So when you put x is 0, actually we are getting the form indeterminate form, 0 by 0 form, isn't it? So we will be rationalizing it. So we can write this as limit extending to 0, x by root of 1 plus x minus 1, multiply and divide by the conjugate. So root of 1 plus x plus 1 by root of 1 plus x plus 1, isn't it? And simplify and find the answer and tell me what is the answer. Aditya Satyan will be giving the answer.
Ma'am, 2.
2. Aditya Satyan, let me. It is 2. Okay, let's check this answer. So when you rationalize it, limit extending to 0, x into root of 1 plus x minus 1 by denominator takes the form a plus b into a minus b. So it is a square minus b square. So which is same as limit extending to 0, x into root of 1 plus x minus 1 by, it is 1 plus x minus 1. So here plus 1 minus 1 will get cancelled. Again this x will get cancelled. When you put x is 0, how will you get 2? Here it is plus. So it is root 1 plus 1. Okay. So the answer is 2. Is it correct, Annette? All finished this one? Write the next one. Limit extending to 2. x raised to 5 minus 32 by x minus 2. X raised to 5 minus 32 by x minus 2.
Answer is 80.
Aishwarya, wait. Okay. Annette, what is the answer, Annette? Ah. So when you put x is equal to 2, or you can write this. Okay, let us check whether the answer is correct. Aishwarya. X raised to 5 minus 2 raised to 5 by x minus 2. Okay. Annette, are you getting the answer? So we can write this as limit extending to 2. No limit here, isn't it? No need. So just apply the formula. So it is of the form x raised to n minus a raised to n. So 5 into 2 raised to 5 minus 1. So 5 into 2 raised to 4, isn't it? So 5 into 16, which is same as 80, which is 80. Next one, evaluate limit extending to minus 2. 1 by x plus 1 by 2 by x plus 2. Evaluate limit extending to minus 2. 1 by x plus 1 by 2 by x plus 2.
Is it negative 1 by 4?
Yes, it is negative 1 by 4. Are you able to do this, Aditya? What to do here? This is limit extending to minus 2. So then you take the LCM here. 2x is 2 plus x by x plus 2. So this 2 will get cancelled, which is same as limit extending to minus 2, 1 by 2x. So 1 by 2 into minus 2, you get minus 1 by 4. It is minus 1 by 4. Okay. Is it okay, children? Is it okay? So in the next class, okay, in the next class, learn all the formulas related to derivatives and limits. We'll be doing more problems in limits and derivatives. Okay, children. Okay, I end the session now. Okay, shall I end? Any doubts are there?
No, ma'am.
No. Okay, children. Thank you.
Thank you.